So, interesting, man. Yesterday I was on the internet and I saw that China has a new laser gun. China has a laser gun, man. And, I'm thinking, okay, how big is this thing, man? They're going to mount it on a tank or, they're going to mount it on a semi-truck or something. No, man, this thing is, it weighs about the same as an AK-47.
That's crazy.
That's pretty impressive, right?
It's like a blaster.
Yeah, it's like a stormtrooper blaster.
Probably.
It's kind of expensive though.
It doesn't look like that. Yeah, it is expensive. What is it going for?
15 grand.
15 grand. And it's only available to obviously the Chinese police
or like
and
the military markets, yeah.
So it's not available.
So then what would even be, I mean, does that even make sense to even have them at this point then? Because if they're so expensive, I mean, do they shoot like guns? I highly doubt we're at the point where we have laser guns that shoot like guns.
No, they don't shoot like guns. They don't shoot like Star Wars. They don't even shoot like Star Trek or anything like that. Basically what it is, it's a carbonizing beam. And so it kind of has to stay on you for a while so that it can start burning you. And it's funny because I was reading and they described it as kind of like a shard marshmallow. That's what it'll do to your skin. It's a carbonized burn is what they're calling it. And so but it's almost like a magnifying glass. You gotta have to keep it there long enough to burn that ant. Like it's not gonna happen right away.
That makes sense too, because I mean, like I said, we're not at the point even close to where we can just have blasters just like instantly disintegrate you. Like we're not there yet.
So, but how far away are we from that? And I mean, of course, these are just our opinions, right? We're not.
Yeah, I'm not a physicist at all.
So we're not scientists or anything like that. But it's an interesting topic because these guys actually shrunk it down to the. And there's a picture of it on the internet. Maybe you can pull it up. While we're during the podcast.
I'll put it on screen.
It's pretty small. It kind of looks like those the guns from Aliens. Kind of like that.
Okay.
Maybe. Those guns were cool, man. They don't really look like that, but it's interesting that these guys actually shrunk it down. And the other thing too is that it's powered by a rechargeable lithium battery that's similar to smartphones.
Yeah, you get 1,000 shots out of one charge.
So you can like put your phone in charge and put your laser gun.
It's like I gotta charge my laser rifle and my iPhone.
Does it have like texting capabilities? Does it connect to the internet?
Can I charge my phone from it? That'd be good.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You can charge your phone and then use your phone's charge to power the next shot. Next shot, yeah.
Does he use the lightning cable?
Does he use USB 3?
Oh, we're gonna have to get adapters.
Does it have the headphone jack? Or do I have to get one of those stupid dongles for the iPhone?
Oh, yeah, man. Right? That'd be great if it had Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capabilities. I don't even know why. It's weird.
Siri,
right? It's like certain things that we don't need Wi-Fi for. We're like, just throw the Wi-Fi in there.
Just throw it in there, man. It's so cheap nowadays. Just throw it in there. What for?
Okay, Google. Show next target.
Showing next target.
Yeah, man. You can use Google Maps because this thing it reaches up to half a mile.
Really?
Yeah. So,
that's pretty good.
Imagine that. Google. Yeah, man. Show me next target. Your target is approximately... That'd be cool, right?
Yeah. I don't think Google would want to do that.
Yeah, I know, man. They're too politically correct. Gee, Google, get over it. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Give us laser guns, man. Come on, Google.
Come on, Google. They're laser guns, man.
I realized I had my Red Bull in the shot the entire time. Whoops.
So, sponsored by Red Bull.
Right.
Yeah,
no, but you asked how far we are.
Sorry, Dan. I asked how far we are, but my headphones went off.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. There we go.
There's like now I had.
Oh, dude, it went stereo.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, all right, we got stereo. That's why Dan's here to wiggle the wires.
You don't have to fix it; just wiggle it.
I just did this to the wire.
What's up with that, man? We need to get a new one.
Yeah,
we didn't even think about that till now.
Oh,
yeah,
there.
It went out again?
Yeah, it went mono. No, it's.
I got stereo.
Okay.
I have stereo.
Nah, that's all good. So yeah, how far away are we, Dan?
It's hard to say because we were talking about this yesterday. Technology is like getting so advanced and it's growing and progressing so quickly that it's hard to really be able to say, because we can have like a breakthrough any day, and the next I guess sort of wave of technology can come in a matter of years.
Yeah.
But before we're able to like get to that level of laser like weapons, I'd say like maybe 25 years to where it can actually be effective. I'm not saying we're gonna have our military decked out in all these kind of weapons by that time, but I'd say before it gets to a more, I guess, efficient, sort of.
And I think that's the word, efficient, because it's gonna have to outperform what we have already.
Exactly.
It's gonna,
for the cost at least.
The cost as well. Obviously, cost is big.
The dangers too.
The dangers of it, but it's gonna have to outdo what we have already. It has to outdo what we have already, because, I mean, maybe you don't have to carry around all these rounds with you. You just carry, lithium battery packs or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But basically, what we need to do, because this is like a ray gun per se, man. This just shoots a beam. It's cool to a certain extent, because it also says that it can go through windows and it can actually go through gas tanks. So you can actually make I don't know if a car will explode. I mean, obviously, I think it is, right?
I think if it can go through gas tanks, if it has enough, I guess, heat energy to melt through a gas tank, it has enough to ignite and combust.
It can.
Gasoline.
It does have to just continuously be. It'll give you 1,000 laser bursts that last around 2 seconds each. I don't know how long it takes to punch through a gas tank, but yeah, at a half a mile, man, you can make something explode. It's funny because I was reading this on the website, and it says that the Chinese government classified the laser weapon as a non-lethal gun.
Sounds pretty lethal to me.
Well, check this out. A government document suggests, this is a Chinese government document, suggests that the laser gun could be used to do things such as setting fire to illegal banners at a protest or setting fire to the hair or clothing of a protester.
That sounds lethal.
It's like your government doesn't want to see your banner anymore. They got a guy on the roof like, hey, shoot that poster.
No, but it's funny because it almost seems like they designed it around protesters.
Yeah, almost like
which China, I'm sure, has their share of protesters, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the way things are at the moment. Yeah.
I mean, look, you think back Tiananmen Square, 30 years ago, whatever the case may be. But it's funny how, China, man, what are you going to use it for? For our protesters. We're going to light their hair on fire. Like, what's up with that?
I feel like there are more effective uses for something like that. Yeah, practical. Like, let's say like you have like a really, really crappy band playing in town. They're posting flyers everywhere. Just light the flyers on fire. Yeah. That's more effective. That's more,
That's funny, man.
Practical.
That's funny. But yeah, going back to maybe getting close to something like, Star Wars has, kind of like a blaster or something like that. It's got to be, it's got to be better than what we have right now.
Yeah.
And
like what Carl says, it has to be practical. Like you can't just outfit a military, like spend billions and billions of dollars just to have a subpar weapon that can light hair on fire.
Well, careful with that though, man, because a lot of people in the military will say that they get outfitted with subpar, weapons. So
I'm saying like for the laser.
Oh, like
laser
a new
guns.
style of weapon.
Yeah, the new style of weapons.
Oh,
I'm not saying like what we have now. That's a different topic. I think. That's a different conversation. But I'm saying like if you want to outfit a military with a laser gun, it has to be on par or above what we have now.
I feel like it needs to be understandable though. Like because a gun, if you break it down and you blueprint it, it seems very understandable.
Because it's all mechanical.
Yeah, it's basic science.
Yeah. Whereas this one sounds like a little more
like algorithms and let's throw a computer chip in there, kind of stuff like that. And
well, it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be as simple as, if we get to the point where it's like as simple as turn on and then let, the actual thing focus and condense the energy and then just shooting the trigger. It can be as simple as that. It can be, well, I guess it goes into like,
the science aspect of it is difficult.
I guess the mechanics could be simplified, but the science would be difficult still. Whereas with a bullet, it's like hammer hits, spark, gunpowder, bullet.
And then it exits. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Whereas
simple.
with this one, it's like, okay, it can be as simple as that, but you still have to, how do you even like how is like a soldier going to fathom, particle acceleration and lasers via
gun mechanics? There's actually a lot of trial and error, I guess. Behind them
but what's like more complicated, a bullet or light amplification through stimulated emission radiation?
Yeah, but a soldier doesn't need to know all those things, right? All they need is their battery pack, and they need to know where it
goes.
The trigger. And pull the trigger.
They just need to know how to point and shoot.
Yeah,
I guess what Carlos was saying is like it would help if the soldiers would like know what they're using.
I'd be scared to use it, and I don't know what I'm using or how it works.
Can it jam? Is there like some kind of like jam,
like malfunction?
Yeah. What would a malfunction look like, and how would you treat that? How do you fix that?
Yeah, I mean, there's all these things, right? But you're saying 20, 30 years.
I'd say before we can get to where it's like practical to have,
and what would be
like maybe like a specialized force to use it.
But what would be the benefits
like
of
Space Force?
I mean, yeah, there you go.
I think you could use it on like drones and stuff like that, like illegal drones, in a sense, like flying in restricted airspaces and stuff like that.
Oh, it's like rather than having like an automated turret, have like an automated laser or what?
Yeah, because I like the way they do it now. It's kind of just like a net that grabs a drone. Like you can just point and blast it out of the air. I mean, that's a lot more efficient
without damaging whatever like intel they might have gotten or something like that. Yeah.
This one was made to set hair on fire. So.
Yeah, because like once you start going into like, can we outfit a military with it? Then it's like, all right, how are you gonna like charging, like holding a charge, holding the actual energy?
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's got to be a lot of energy, right? And you're holding it with you. I mean, what if it explodes, right? What if, and again, there's a bunch of what ifs, right? But I think in 30 years we can probably solve all those small issues. And
I'd love to have been sitting in the R&D team for that. Like, who thinks like we're gonna make a laser gun and it's gonna go through
and it's gonna be awesome,
right? Like, like, how do you?
We're gonna set so much hair on fire,
right? And like, it only weighs as much as an AK.
The director comes in like, "Hey, you've seen Star Wars, right? We're gonna do that."
But they've been messing around with this for the longest time. They had a microwave gun or something like that. That one actually,
like Hot Pockets.
That
Hot
one
Pocket
actually,
on the go.
Yeah, it fed everyone. That one actually had to be mounted on like a trailer or something like that. So they've been at it for a while, man. But hey, I think these are, I also read that the U.S. prepares for war in space, but China brings space war home. So that's pretty interesting. I like the way they're headed with that. But I also read that, let me see if I have it here, where America's trying to kind of, they're trying to steal these secrets, man, if they are secrets, so that they can start working on their own. So we'll see what happens.
As far as the laser?
Yeah, as far as the laser gun, the new laser gun, it's the ZKZM-500.
It's a cool name.
Rolls off the tongue.
No, yeah, man, it's crazy.
What does that stand for?
I have no idea. It doesn't say.
Zigzam.
It's a bunch of hieroglyphics.
It's the Zigzam 500. Yeah.
It just needs to look cool on the side of the gun when they print it. That's all it is.
It's all about marketing.
ZKZM 500.
Yeah, the ZKZM 500, 15 millimeter caliber weapon. So interesting, man. I thought it was interesting. I thought I'd share that with you guys. We'll see what happens.
But I mean, if you think about it that way, though, like, because this is going into a whole different topic, if the government just shuts off their energy, then that pretty much controls the use of their weapons. If this becomes like a mass production thing, like if energy weapons become the next thing, a government can just shut down your energy source, and you have no way to defend yourself. As far as
what
like,
do you mean your energy source?
Like.
Well, he's talking about maybe like an apocalypse or something like that. These things are going to be...
Yeah, like, or if the government just turns on everybody, they just shut off the energy grid. Kind of like the way North Korea does. They regulate the amount of energy that citizens
like you're
get.
saying, like shutting off like the actual electricity so that you can't like charge your gun.
Yeah, like how would you defend yourself at that point? Like, because then it just becomes a paperweight.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean...
Are you a prepper, Carlos?
I mean, I'm just trying to look at it 10 steps ahead.
Man, I know, but look, I mean, if that was an issue, Tesla wouldn't have spent all that money on electric cars.
Everyone's Everyone's playing chess or checkers. Carlos is over here playing chess.
Just throw it. I need to figure out how to mount a solar panel to my
No,
laser
but
rifle.
look,
Have like
it
a
is-
hand crank.
It is interesting, right? Because I mean, how long? Yeah, it handles over 1,000 laser bursts, right? But how long does it take to charge the battery? How long does
How long
it
does it
last
last?
charged, right? If you're out in the middle of nowhere
You're in
and
the middle of a battle and
there's
you just
no
run out of
outlets
charge.
out there, right? So yeah, you're right. I mean, you have to consider all these things. So it is what it is, man. It's China. I know China. They're up there when it comes to technology, but they're still China. So
They're also out there, like as far
Yeah.
as like what they're trying to market.
no, and nothing against China, man. It's just
It's innovative.
It is what it is. What gets me is if they would have said, "Look, this is our next, this is the future, man. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna outfit our soldiers with." No, man, they're gonna use it for protesters to burn banners, illegal banners that are flown. It's just so anti-freedom. It's like they should just call it the anti-freedom, man, because it's crazy, man. Setting fire to
The
air
AF
and
500.
clothing. But
That's honestly like I think it's a better name.
That's a
too.
cool name,
It's
AF 500.
It's a better.
it is.
better
It
name
is
than the
yeah, the
KZM
AF500 from now on.
If they end up using that,
Yeah,
said
I
here.
need my cut, China.
we got the reference.
Yeah,
Oh man, imagine making a holster for that thing.
We got you.
Yeah, we got you, China.
Just throw a back mount.
yeah.
Are you kidding
People
me,
won't
man?
even know you're holding it.
China's like awesome at manufacturing. They don't need an American company to manufacture holsters. They'll make their own.
But without the quality.
Without the quality, yeah. See,
Bravo Concealment.
That's it, man.
30-day money back guarantee, free shipping, lifetime.
Oh,
warranty.
really?
Yeah, let me tell you about it.
Yeah,
Here's a
thanks.
link.
There you go.
See that? I'm
Right
gonna put
there.
it right there.
Thanks for the plug, man.
Yeah, man. That'll be $300.
So, conceal carrying that thing in the summer. Why not? Hey, and the other thing too is that it's noiseless. It doesn't make any noise because it's just shooting a beam. So, it's got its uses, man. It's pretty interesting. Keep an eye on it, see what happens. I don't know if it's going to develop into anything else, but
Imagine you rent property and your landlord sees you and you're walking in with this giant laser rifle. Oh, I just went to the range real quick. Just bringing it back,
Yeah.
yeah, or they just could mistake it as a toy gun or something like that because it looks kind of funky. Doesn't look like anything that I've seen.
Kind of Nerf gun is that?